Hi everyone, welcome to Sattui's Wine of the Month Club cooking video for August. Today we'll be making Scallop Ceviche and we'll be pairing it with our 2022 Albariño from Los Carneros. Let's give it a taste. This is a wine that's great for summertime. It's got a nice medium body to it, nice heavy fruit. It's gonna have a little bit of a bruised pineapple tropical kind of kick to it. And it's gonna absolutely pair very well with the scallops. It's beautiful. Let's get to cooking. So to prepare our scallops, what I like to do is do what's called a saltwater brine. So we're gonna do a 3% salt by weight solution. Sounds scary, it's really not. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 1,000 grams of water, or about 2 cups, and we're gonna add 2 tablespoons or 30 grams of salt, which is 3% by weight. We're gonna add it, and we're just gonna whisk until our salt is fully dissolved. And the reason why we do this is we do it for everything that comes from the sea. Basically what we're making here is artificial seawater. And we're just gonna kind of refresh the scallops in it, just to bring them back to life and make sure that they're absolutely juicy, plump, and delicious. We're gonna add our scallops. And now that they're nice and covered, we're gonna go ahead and give them about a 20-minute soak in the fridge. Cheers. It's been 20 minutes now. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to clean and process our scallops. What we're gonna do is called defooting. So every scallop you'll find, unless it's already been cleaned, will come with an abductor muscle attached. This is what they call the foot of the scallop, and this is what connects it to the shell. And then this, no matter how long you cook it, will never get soft, it'll never get tender, it's not good eats, so we tend to discard. Leaving us one beautiful, clean, perfect scallop. Okay, we're gonna go through all of them. Taking the abductor off, once again. Set that aside, beautiful clean scallop. Now we're gonna butcher our marinated and clean scallop, and we're gonna cut it into sheets. So we're just gonna make nice little 1/4-inch pieces, right about that. That's about the size we want. We're gonna fly through this one more time until we're wind up with nice little pieces like that. That's gonna fit perfectly across one of our chips and is about the size of our other vegetables. Okay, into a clean mold. And we're just gonna fly through all of them. All right, now that we got our scallops clean, we're gonna set this aside in the fridge while we make up our marinade. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna break down our cucumber. We have a traditional Armenian style, a little bit sweeter flesh. Not to be confused with the English style or the Mexican gherkin, which is gonna be a smaller one. We're gonna split it, our seeds in the center. We're gonna go ahead and break it into 4s. Right? We're gonna come back down and we're gonna just take out the rib of the seeds, right? So starting from the tip, slide on down, watching those fingertips very carefully. Nice clean rib. Left with nothing but the meaty part of the cucumber. A lot of good flavor there. And then we're just gonna go through with a blade. Nice fine dice. And the nice thing about the cucumber is it's just gonna kind of add some really beautiful hydration and a nice clean flavor across the whole dish. Gorgeous. Okay, so now we have our diced cucumber. And to that, we're going to add, we have a mix of Fresno chili and red bell pepper, 120 grams of this. We have shallot, 4 tablespoons. Look at those colors. Next up, we're gonna add some fine diced cilantro stem. Along with our cilantro leaves. We're gonna run a blade through these real fast. Got about 40 grams worth of leaves here, and about 10 on the stem. Now most people will either throw these away or they'll rough chop it into the leaf. I like to process the leaf, sand stem. You'll get a cleaner cut. It'll look a little bit better in the plate, the bowl, whatever you're serving off of. The stem is packed with flavor. In fact, I would argue the stem has more flavor than the leaf itself, Do not throw these away. They are lovely for things exactly like this, like making a summer ceviche. All right, we're just gonna break down some cilantro real fast. Just a nice rough chop. Cilantro is one of those things where you love it or you absolutely hate it. I'm fortunately one of the ones lucky enough that doesn't have it taste like soap. So to me, it goes on everything. All right, that's about what we're looking for. Just kind of coarsely chopped. Doesn't have to be super fine. And we'll add that to our bowl. Ah, the smell is just, it's like perfume. So now we have all of our vegetables in. We're gonna add our liquid. I've got 1.5 cups of orange juice right here. And I have white soy. So white soy is a specialty ingredient and well worth acquiring. It's the same as soy sauce except for one thing. Instead of 2 parts soybean, 1 part wheat, they do 2 parts wheat, 1 part soybean. What you're left with is you get a lighter color soy sauce. It has all the salinity of a soy sauce. It's a little more gentle on the back end of the palate, and you'll find it's gonna tie in a lot better with seafood, and it's gonna be a lot better with pairing in particularly with white wines. It just really shines. But with any kind of seafood, Chilean sea bass, a quick little cure on some scallops, you will be amazed if you just add a little bit of white soy and a splash of sugar. Here we're sourcing our sugar from the orange juice. Let's grab our scallops. All right, so now we have our marinade and we have our scallops diced. They've been brined and butchered. Ready to go. We're gonna fold them in and stir until fully combined. So that orange juice is going to denature the protein of our scallop, which is gonna make them a little more tender, and it's gonna just kind of basically acidify the outside, making them have kind of a cooked effect. Beautiful. We're just gonna level it out, make sure everything's below our brine. Taking plastic wrap, we're just gonna press the top of the surface, and that's just gonna ensure that everything stays below our surface, ensuring full contact with our acid. And just like that, we're going back in the fridge for 20 more minutes. Cheers. Welcome back. It's been 20 minutes. We've pulled our ceviche. What we're looking for is some opaqueness within the scallop meat. And we're just gonna finish with a little bit of kosher salt, just season to taste. All right, let's get to plating. Classical technique. I'm gonna drain some of that juice. Go to the plate, fill our ring. So this is just a standard pastry ring mold. And we're just gonna take the spoon and just kind of compress. We're gonna wick out some of that juice, but we're also gonna make a nice firm foundation. And as we pull up, we're just gonna kind of lightly wiggle and use the spoon to work it out. And of course, serve with your favorite chip. I prefer a classical corn tortilla, but taro works really well. You can use some blue corn, right on a tostada, whatever you prefer. There's no wrong way to devour scallop ceviche. It's that perfect summer bite. All right, let's give it a taste, shall we? The onion, the pepper, the orange, it all sings beautifully. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, bon appetit.